He makes my life worthwhile.
For the first time ever, Clair is bringing you a first-of-its-kind power conference to coincide with Be the Legacy program by Nelson Mandela Foundation. This conference will feature keynote speakers, one-on-one interviews, and panel discussions from influential and powerful women. These women will give their wisdom and knowledge on topics such as activism, careers, businesses, and sexuality. So let's see what the first ever Clair Power Summit has in store for us.
Good morning, ladies and a few gentlemen. The Clair Power Summit 2018 is here. And it is also happening in the centenary of Nelson Mandela. It is his birthday today. Part of being free in South Africa is that you can interpret Nelson Mandela whichever way you like. You can interpret his legacy whichever way you like. But for many of us, his legacy is positive. For many of us, his legacy has opened so many doors. I'm fortunate enough to have afforded myself choice. I remember when I was sitting down with my producer and I said to her, I need you to give me 12 months so I can go back to school. She said, no, you don't need that degree to affirm you. You've done well for yourself. Look around you, so many things that you've acquired, all the brands that you're working with, you travel the world. I said, I know, but that little girl, that 16-year-old, whose grandmother would tell her to push that wheelbarrow, still wants to sit on the board of a company or companies and doesn't want to sit there because she's Nomza Mombata with a pretty face. She wants to sit there because she's earned her stripes and because she's qualified.
I think the summit is for every living human being that cares about Mandela legacy, that cares about the issues that we face with, that cares about society, that cares about issues that we faced with and that we have to deal with. Anyone who needs inspiration, anyone who needs motivation, anyone who needs to just be in a room full of powerful women sharing, messages from their own point of view, that have a voice and they're using it in the right platform.
Of course, today is Mandela Day, and we've been asking everyone here at the summit, what does the legacy of Mandela mean to you?
What does the legacy of Mandela mean to me? I can write a book about what it means to me, but more than anything is how one man, yes, he was not alone, there were others, became a symbol of hope and inspiration to the whole world. He was brave enough and bold enough to sacrifice his life to make sure that we all have the life that we have today. They don't make them like that anymore.
Yes.
They don't.
Yes.
There's so many things that we can, pinpoint and say he was human, but his heart was bigger than anything that we've ever seen.
New movie is coming out. What is it about? Faces?
My new movie Faces is coming out. We're opening at the Durban International Film Festival. I'm quite excited about that. It's a film that I shot in the UK, in London. I play the lead character. I play a Muslim woman. So it's an ensemble cast of, a group of people that are living in London with the different storylines where somehow their lives come together and, some through love, through tragedy, through unfortunate incidences, and how they navigate and survive in a city where most of them are immigrants.
We each need to be looking at what we are doing. And, it comes back to a saying that I once heard, that life is 90% what, it's 10% what life gives to you, but 90% how you respond. And so, I think we need to be looking at how we are changing our own environments.
Sure, all South Africans will be spending 67 minutes doing something good for the community. Each of us as individuals need to be thinking and seeing what impact it is that we can have in our country, if not the world, And so it's important that we find that area that is of importance for us to impact the world with.
Busi, of course, yesterday you hosted the 16th Nelson Mandela Annual Lecture. Congratulations, by the way. How was that for you?
Thank you so much. It was an incredible experience. I've been telling everyone that the gravity of the experience was something I felt throughout the event. You know, people think I was laid back on stage, but I was actually so teary-eyed in between every single speech. It was just so overwhelming. But I think the best thing that happened to me on that panel, that helped me sort of calm my nerves, was how humble every single person on there was. I mean, Mrs. Grasa Mashal was calling me her daughter. She'd give me a hand on the shoulder. She'd tell me, "You're doing well." Prof. Ndebele, President Obama, President Ramaphosa. So I think how human they treated me made it such a better experience for me.
Talking about the legacy, what does the legacy of Nelson Mandela mean to you?
To me, it means that every single thing that we do in society, and not just as individuals, but entire systems, the companies we work for, the institutions that are there in society, churches, government, has to reflect on the work that they do and ask themselves if it truly is geared at achieving justice. Yes. I think for as long as we continue as a society to just hope that things are going to get better without truly assessing the fact that half of the population is poor, lives on less than $1 a day, that the education system is failing 2/3 of all black young children, that only 5 in 300 young people in a township go to university every year. If we refuse to face those realities and we continue to just pretend like everything is great and everything is going the way we want it to, then we're not embracing the legacy truly in what it means.
As you guys saw, there were tons of inspirational and powerful women here today. Words of wisdom were definitely passed around the room. From myself, Usletu and Jobu, and the Joburg TV team, see you guys next time.
And tell him how I feel. He spreads a lot of happiness. He's a man.